Hey guys, we're back with the house in Fata Morgana. It's the next day, so I have two things to say. One, I hate Maria, and two, I may die tonight. So this could, be the end. Just be prepared for that. For the past couple days, well, there's a cricket problem in the bathroom. Every once or twice a year, there will just be crickets. There'll be one cricket that I see, and then it dies, and another one pops up a week later. But I hate crickets. Are the scariest bug. They could jump, and so I've been on a cricket assault. I've killed 2 of them in the past 24 hours. But I saw a baby one today. I've never seen a baby cricket. I was like, hey, what's that small thing on the floor? Then I gasped in horror, and I yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? One of those. There's a cricket on the wall, so I couldn't. What's my mic volume all turned down? That's better. There's a cricket on the wall, and I was like, oh, that's a cricket on the wall. I need to take care of that. So I grabbed my shoes, did the logical thing and threw the shoes at them. I missed. So I grabbed some other shoes. That missed. I just grabbed whatever I could, kept missing. The cricket didn't move. So I was like, I need something long. And unfortunately I left my polearm and spear collection at home. So 2 years ago, my stepsister just gave me a wooden sword that one of her acquaintances gave her. She's like, I don't want this. And I was like, oh, I have a use for this. And I finally had a use for it. I have been killing crickets with the mighty Excalibur. I think the sword's actually modeled after the Master Sword, but it's blue. And it's made out of wood. So, I've been killing crickets with a wooden sword. And, yeah. Crickets are terrifying. But yeah, Maria's evil. Well, there is another alternative to this that I don't think is going to be true, but you at least have to consider that the white-haired girl actually is in an affair, and it's been unreliable narrating because the maid loves the white-haired girl. So, I don't think that's true, but it's possible. So yeah, Maria's evil. I haven't changed a bit. If you seriously believe that, then I've got news for you, pal. This scene is called Maria Campanella, so I assume it's from her perspective. Anyone who acts exactly the same as they did in the past is doing just that, acting. Much like I do around you. She's evil! Our friendship will never change. Ha! What a freaking joke! Pick the wrong girl to put your trust in. They call you astute. Can you taste the freaking irony? She has a big mouth. Well, it just makes things easier for me. Oh my god, it's suffocating playing the good girl. Stupidly cheerful ray of sunshine, Maria. Sickening. This song! This is awesome! What's the name of the song? I need this. On the other hand, the payoff is fantastic. Can't stop! God, watching him lose his cool is incredible. My sides hurt just thinking about it. You're telling me she wrote this? How is this song this good? Oh my god! I love this! Who else could have written it? It's in her handwriting. Why? Why must she continue to betray me? Has she not taken on enough already? What else could she possibly want from me? Told her to stay away from my gatherings. I had the rose garden torn down. Yet still, she finds other men. I warned her. Told her it wouldn't happen again. That if she betrayed me one more time, I'd kill her. So I think his name's actually Jacopo. I think it's actually a J. So I've been looking like an idiot this whole time. To be fair, it's French. I mean, why don't, when we bring a name or word into another language, well, mean, they both use, they're Roman, letters, right? Or Greek? Or, no, I mean, English comes from Latin, but does Latin come from... They both originate from the same place, basically. But I mean, why can't we write them differently? Like, you know, in a way that makes sense for that language's pronunciation system. Out of my way, Maria. I have to talk to her. Ask her what this letter's about. Who this man is. Depending on how she answers. Hold it, Jacopo. Calm down. Silence. How am I supposed to stay calm right now? Oh no, if she talks to him, maybe she could tell him that, you know, he actually loves her. No! Listen to me. Relax. You're trying to talk to her right now and you aren't going to get anywhere. You're aware of just how frenzied you are, aren't you? Besides, do you think she's going to tell you the truth even if you do manage to ask? Of course not. She may look all prim and proper, but that's not the real her. I don't think she's a bad person, but... Not a bad person? The woman who wrote this letter to another man? She crossed the line, you hear me? I agree with you there. She's gone too far with this letter. But remember, she's your wife and the daughter of a noble. You know exactly what will happen if you lose control of yourself and do something to her. It's not gonna look good for you. She may be nobility, but I have the Casca. Oh. The soundtrack just went from, like, great, like, it was already great, to, oh my god, I get why people say this is amazing. We have our own way of taking care of these kind of problems. Still, it's plain as day, they'll only make a bigger mess. No one else knows about this yet. Are you telling me to act like nothing's happening? But she so blatantly disrespects me? Jacopo, could you let me take care of it? I'm friends with the madam, you know that. She'll listen to me. So I'll make sure it gets through to her. With just how much you care about her. I couldn't ask you. It'd be disgraceful. That's nothing to be ashamed of. What did I tell you? I'm on your side and you're on mine. We're in this together. You can ask me things you couldn't ask others to do. I have tight lips. And if anything you ask, I'll keep absolutely under wraps. I think the soundtrack might be a little too loud for YouTube now. So I'm gonna do that so the video isn't ruined, audio-wise. I have experience with that. Yeah, like, sometimes I accidentally added this other audio track. It's just me talking, and then that just ruins the video, let me tell you that. Dang it! You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm well aware that I always lose myself in her presence. If I try talking to her now, I probably will do something rash. Yes. I'll make sure everything works out, got it? You and the madam can go back to the way things used to be, so you don't have to suffer anymore. I'll take care of it. The only one who understands your pain. I'm the only one who can help you out of it. Maria? I don't make that face. Jacopino. Thank you, Maria. Please, let her know that even if she is seeing other men, even if she does silently mock me for not being of noble blood, that I still love her. That I don't want to raise my hand against her. Like, there is still, like, signs of Jacopo being a good guy, but I mean, like, even if Maria was manipulating him this entire time, like, he's still, I mean, you know, you love her, that's a riot. You're busy chasing your stacks of paper. You don't have what it takes to truly love a woman. I will say, though, I was surprised you lost your head that badly. Quite that little crush you got on her. You could just sit down and talk to her like a rational human being. Presto! All your problems will be solved. You can't even manage that, which is why you're in this predicament. Once you're convinced of something, Jacopo, you never let go of it. She's too timid to speak up for herself. Sorry, madam. Got nothing against you. I just didn't expect things to go quite this well. There's no stopping now. Not when I've got this much momentum. Also, watching a pretty girl like you break down gives me goosebumps. You're still convinced I'm the only person you can trust. Stop taking advantage of the white-haired girl. How did he react to the letter? Well, yeah, about that. Would he not take it? Oh no, he took it, just, Don't feel too bad about this, madam. He said he's too busy with work. And tossed the letter aside. Told him to make sure he writes you a reply, but he hasn't gotten around to it at all. I see. That's a shame. It kills me to see you like this, madam. I don't get why he has to be so heartless. Not even taking a little bit of time out of his day to read the letter you poured your soul into writing. It's unacceptable. I'm sure he really is busy. He did not throw it away, though, did he? I imagine he means to read it when he has more time. Madam, for everything he's done to you, you still think he means well? I have faith. My timing was poor, that's all. I believe in him. I believe that the day will come when he gives me his attention again, as he did before. Madam. So, could I ask you to believe with me, Maria? To have faith that he'll once more show me his love. That mine will reach him. Something tells me that I'll work out if you pray for it. Yeah, okay. You're fine with me praying, I'll pray. I'll get down on my knees for you, madam. I'll have faith. She's lying. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Thank you. I'd like to write another letter. Just put Jacopo at the top. Assuming that she'd have just put a completely different letter in there. When it's complete, could I ask you to deliver it to him? I'll give him as many as you want. As many as it takes to get through to him. You're there to learn not to be so trusting, madam. Look at you, close look. You'll see exactly who it was that ground your happy little life into dust. Thank you, Maria. The reincarnation of the Mother of God. Oh god, I can't hold back the laughter. This is a stage of my own creation. We don't have enough actors, so the playwright had to take a role herself, but that only adds to the excitement. Yes, this is all my masterpiece. You're just ignorant puppets, dancing to my tune. From the first shot to the last, blind to whose finger is sitting on the trigger. Listen to me, Jacopo. Try to keep your head. I saw the madam meeting with another man behind your back. You know the arch in the rose garden? The far side's out of sight from the mansion, making it the perfect place to hide. I saw her back there. That's why he destroyed the rose garden. From the looks of it, the madam is having her meetings. One of the men who comes to your business gatherings. They don't act like they're just friends. But just to be clear, I don't have any solid proof. So it'd be best if you didn't mention this to her yet. You wouldn't want to start throwing around accusations, only to find out too late is all a big misunderstanding. I'll get to the bottom of it, so you... I think the madam might have her eyes on several men. Being a woman, you know, I can tell these things. She's giving these suggestive looks, to whom I can't pinpoint. A lot of people come in and out of this house, after all. What, you want to keep her from leaving your room? That might be for the best. I mean... she's totally evil. But I mean, Jacopo's still not really a nice guy. I'm curious, if I went back and reread, how bad of a guy is Jacopo? Like, he's still a pretty bad guy, right? Why is this an exclamation mark? You guys see that? I'm struggling because I'm not used to having, like, 2 objects to hate. You know, I'm used to only having 1. Like, you know, in door 1, it was, Nelly. Because, you know, Mel and White-Haired Girl were both relatively cool. And, door 2, like, I didn't really hate anyone until, you know, Beast, you know, little Pauline thing. Anyway, and, you know, the whole, I guess the whole town killing White-Haired Girl, too. But that was at the end. So much going so well, it makes me think even God's on my side. They could just talk it over with one another. No, that'd solve the problem too easily. But they won't, and they're in deeper and deeper stuff for it. You're the only one I could trust, Maria. The timing that night, my god, it was perfect. Hey, Jacopo? I could just be misreading her, but something seems off about the madam. Like she's been on the edge or something. Try to egg her into revealing what's going on. She let slip that she might be going out somewhere tonight. She's not going with you, is she? You're going out to survey a construction site today, right? And I suggest that you get that taken care of quickly. A dance? At this time of night? Yeah, but since it's so late, no loud music. All you get is a little whistling courtesy of me. But this room is too small for it. We'll use the Great Hall! Wouldn't that put us in everyone else's way? Surely complain about the noise too. No need to worry. Jacopo's out inspecting some factory or something today. After that he's got a meeting, so he'll be staying the night elsewhere. I can not be back until tomorrow. How would you know that? No, forget that. Does my staying the night elsewhere have any effect on you? You're just waiting for this opportunity, weren't you? No, what would I possibly want you out of the house for? I'm sure you know better than anyone. What? What is that smell? Perfume? When did you get perfume? I have to say, you seem to be having quite the time. Look at you. You're out of breath. You're as a beat. Made the right decision coming back. Where the heck were you going? Sorry, this is all my fault. Brandon asked you to dance. Me bringing the perfume only made things worse. No, you need not feel bad about anything, Maria. Everything you did was with my best interest at heart. She doesn't even suspect me the slightest. And I was able to put that perfume to great use. That money-sucking leech Tommaso showed up at the perfect time too. Pretty sure that's when Jacopo started getting actively violent. A jealous man is a wonderful thing, always imagining the worst and making matters worse for it. Is that you, Tommaso? It's been so long. What brings you here? Oh, look at who it is. Oh, I see. I get it. Little Miss Campanella. This is a surprise. I didn't expect to see you on the side of the Great Blue. Oh, you know, I've been giving Jacopo a hand. Huh. Well, color me surprised. Through what happened, I wouldn't have thought you'd wanted nothing to do with him. That was between our parents. Jacopo didn't have anything to do with it. Well, wouldn't sure be nice for all the younger generation to go through life with nothing to spark that kind of powder keg. Now that it's my place to talk. You don't need to worry yourself about any of that. So what brings you here, Tommaso? I'm a little, you know how it is. I'm in a bit of trouble staying afloat. Ha, I see. So you're here to beg for offerings? Pretty shameless, Tommaso. I wouldn't have any shame if it ain't making money. Test that out with the chamber pot. Heck, it might make things easier if I just quit being human altogether. Ain't that hard for cash? Unfortunately. Numbers are supposed to go up, but for some reason they ended up going down instead. Might be best if you kick the gambling habit. Nah, that's like telling me to go off myself. I bet. So say, Tommaso, maybe I can pitch in a bit too? Oh, you mean it? That'd be a huge help. Seriously, not a scrap of shame in you. However, in exchange, I'd like you to do something for me. Someone whose face needs a visit for my fists? If another number, I could possibly cut him into chunks and toss him into the ocean. Whoa, keep it clean. Not asking you to do anything like that. What is it then? Something a lowlife like me can do? It'll be easy. It's nothing bad either. You're going to go talk to Jacopo, aren't you? Well, there's something I'd like you to tell him while you're at it. You know he's married, right? You can get pretty nasty with his wife, though. That's so? Looks like she's got it rough. She does, and she's religiously devoted to him, too. They're trying to nudge things in the right direction to get her back on the good terms with him, but I haven't had much luck. Ain't that something the two of them should work out, though? Work through? Normally, yes, but it's reached the point where I can't bear to sit back and watch anymore. I don't like seeing the two of them in pain. I want to do something for them. How noble. Pretty devoted yourself, little lady. Not important right now. Just doing the right thing. But the thing is, Jacopo won't hear a word of it. Figured maybe you, being a man, might be able to get through to him a little better than me. Don't really listen to me either, to be honest. Come on, he used to be really close, though. I doubt he hates you. I don't be so sure about that. Anywho, talking's something anyone can do. So what do you want me to tell him? I needed to give him a bit of a scolding. Tell him the madam came to you asking for advice. She accidentally let slip the way he treats her day to day causes her grief. Never met this wife of his before, you know? It works even better that way. She's so downtrodden she can't talk to anyone about it. She thought that maybe you, being family, might be able to help. She's never met you, but she still latched onto the ray of hope. I'm sure when Jacopo finds out she brought it up with family, he'll know he can't keep mistreating her. Things like this, they hit home harder when they come from someone on the outside. You make a decent point. Just remember, little lady, all I can do is bring it up with him. Can't guarantee he'll change nothing. That's all I need you to do. Thanks a bunch, Tommaso. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is some perfume that's grown quite popular recently. Ask him to give it to the madam as a gift. If you won't take it, you keep it. Give it to another woman, sell it, whatever you want. Perfume, eh? Very thoughtful of you. Women do like getting gifts like that. Yes, we do. If Big Bad... Oh, did I... Oh no, I just set my phone inside. Big Bad, Jacopo gives her some of that. There'll be lovebirds again before you know it. I'm sure of it. Heh. Never thought the day would come when I get to play Cupid. Now I'm starting to get kind of excited about this. Stay focused, Tommaso, and thanks. Also, you didn't hear any of this from me. I find just pulling the strings from the shadows. I hate her. I've never grown to hate someone this much in 20 minutes. I mean, like, I already hated her when I started, but I hate her even more now. The relationship's in complete shambles. Jacopo still insists he freaking loves her. The madam still says she believes in him. Seriously, how stupid can you be? Poor Jacopo. Poor madam. Now then, let's see where this water rolls through next. How far it keeps rolling. Naturally, I'll be nudging it along the way. Guess after all, we're about to get like a wicked CG, aren't we? A play lives or dies by the director's hands. I don't know, I was expecting like a close-up of her smile. Okay. So, like, here's my prediction of what's going to happen. Oh, the maid's talking to us. Okay. Here's my prediction. I don't know where this goes, so. Jacopo, as Jacopo and White-Haired Girl are going to talk. Jacopo will be like, I'll kill you! And he'll kill her, but White-Haired Girl will be like, I love you. And Jacopo will be like, no! The Maria will come and be like, haha, I gotcha. I'm the puppet master. I don't know. I don't think Maria will get a happy ending. Well, huh. Well, actually. Well, so chapter 1, the antagonist, which I'm saying that loosely, was Nelly. Like, she was, but I mean, at the same time, not as strongly as the, like here. And she didn't get a happy ending. Chapter 2, well, he was the protagonist, but I mean, at the same, well, I mean, we also saw things from Pauline's perspective, so we could call him the antagonist in a way. Antagonist doesn't mean evil person, by the way. It means the force conflicting with the protagonist, the main character. So, you could arguably say it's the Beast, and he doesn't get a happy ending, I guess. He lives and he, slaughters a bunch of people. But I mean, White-Haired Girl died and, his hope for humanity died with that. So you could say that's a bad ending. So I don't see Maria, like, marrying Jacopo and getting all his money or whatever. But I don't know. Master, are you shocked? Or do you instead lament this development? I was deeply sorrowful. Though to a lesser degree about Maria's true intentions, or my shameful inability to recognize her machinations. Machinations? At the time, I too believed that Maria was the White-Haired Girl's one and only ally. So you're not... I mean, she was talking to herself in her room, so you're not the house? It was not until everything had drawn to a close that I discovered the truth. Then I now know how the tale ends, you say? Yes, that is correct. Well aware that is not the case, I told you the story in a way that suggested she was on the White-Haired Girl's side. Oh my, I wonder if that constitutes lying to you, Master. Don't worry, you've done it before. I really wanted to present the event to you in order, starting from the beginning, when Maria's ill intentions were still veiled in shadows. I wanted you to know the same feeling of consternation I had experienced. I just want to protect her non-existent smile. The white-haired girl continued to write letter after letter. They were all addressed to her dear husband, detailing her ever-persistent love for him, and her desire for their relationship to return to what it had once been. My beloved, I'm sure your hands are quite full right now. That is fine, it does not change my love for you. Do you remember the day we went out together? That was perhaps the most wonderful day of my life. It was a truly incredible time. Still treasure the gift you gave to me, which is the one and only present I have received from you. That reminds me, Maria tried to teach me how to dance. I don't know I will ever progress beyond being laughably bad, though. It'd be nice if someday you and I could dance together. Perhaps when we have a little respite from work, we could go out again. Maybe take a carriage somewhere a little farther away. We could dine at a restaurant more to your liking. Though I think the cuisine at the other restaurant was exquisite, personally. Do I perhaps have it on your friend Palette? That's Palette, right? It's spelled like that. Yeah, it is spelled like that. Maria altered the letters before delivering them, however. She changed the addressing from Jacopo to another man. She cut away from the top of the page with Jacopo's name on it, and the space below had a different name. Okay. She could not have mimicked the white-haired girl's handwriting for the full length of a letter, but Maria could make a single name look adequately similar. And it would, after all, be quite difficult to notice minor discrepancies in such a small quantity of text. Jacopo, you have to realize you're being played. You realize the truth. Again, another letter? Why does she keep writing these? To Jacopo's eyes, the modified letters looked like professions of love for another man. The more she inscribed of her feelings for Jacopo, the greater the turmoil grew within his heart. Even though her love was directed towards him, I can't believe what I'm reading. A restaurant more to your liking? I knew it. You have been going out with other men, all the while pretending to be chaste. That's chaste, right? Chaste? Chaste sounds better. My presence. Still treasure the gift you gave me. God's sake! You've been freaking kidding me! I've ensured she can't leave that room. She'll never see this man again. In time she'll let go, and so will he. Now listen to me. You're setting myself to the hope that everything will fix itself. How did I end up like this? Such a pitiful man I've become. On the surface, Maria acted quite heartbroken at the sight of their love. Of their suffering. When she returned to her room, the walls echoed with her cackles. She derived a great deal of entertainment from their swarming. The more they writhed in anguish, the deeper her satisfaction grew. And both the white-haired girl and Jacopo continued to place their confidence in Maria, the one responsible for everything. The white-haired girl had never possessed a sense of distrust, so she took everything Maria said as truth, continuing in her agony to write Jacopo letters. Letter after letter after letter. My beloved, are you still tied up with your work? It's been quite some time since we last saw one another, so I know not what you've been doing of late. Only hope you remain in good health. I would, if possible, prefer to tell you everything in person, but I do not have the courage, so these letters are my only option. Am I adequately expressing my feelings, my love for you? If you have the time, I'd appreciate a response. Never gonna get a response, though. Not as long as I am intercepting them. There's no way I'm allowing these, or your love to get to them. I can just stop reading them. Or certainly make things easier. But if I don't, my imagination will run wild, fantasizing about her writing to this other man, what she might be putting in her correspondence. I'd be better off knowing the truth than torturing myself with fantasy. It's the better option. Is one of his eyes purple? Do you see that? Jacopo accepted every letter Maria delivered, without fail. He would merely nod as he accepted it, his face contorted in discomfort, but pored over the text when he was alone. Assuming he did not want her to see his heart sinking into darkness. Had he put his trust in his wife, rather than Maria, he would have almost certainly been able to realize the letters were directed at him, despite the altered recipient name. Everything she wrote about concerned him, after all. How could someone who had lived as isolated a life as her, so many identical experiences with two distinct men? What could he not find in himself to trust her? Perhaps doubting her was simply easier. If you were in his position, would you trust her? Would you maintain faith in her, the woman who had waited so long? Would you believe the feelings she professed for you were genuine? I mean, how could you not trust someone as perfect as white-haired girl? with zero flaws. Absolutely nothing wrong with her. I'm foreshadowing for the reveal that white-haired girl was actually the real puppet master. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. But, I don't know. She continued writing letters, day after day, week after week, without a hiatus. She had, by and large, run out of things to say, but that did not put an end to her letter writing. She simply repeated what she had written before. Nevertheless, they did not see one another in person. The white-haired girl, forbidden from leaving her shed, could only wait for her husband to pay her a visit. My beloved, there's a little bit of fog out today. Weather like this reminds me of my home country. I was born out on an island perpetually covered in a thick fog. Not saying I would like to return, but thinking about it does make me feel rather homesick. Does that happen to you? That reminds me, except for that one time, you've not told me much of your homeland. It'd be nice if you could pay a visit together sometime. Speaking of which, before I left, an exhibition of some sort was held there. I was unable to attend. Perhaps you had the chance when it was near you? I imagine you would have, with your interest in new technology. Next time you have a chance, I would enjoy hearing what they had on display. Exhibition? Ah, that's right, there was one. It was a year ago. It got quite a bit of attention, since it was supposed to have been held in Paris. I was busy, preparing for our wedding, and no time to attend an exhibition. While I was doing that, giving you a woman I never met before my full attention, you're giving yours to a different man? This has been going on for that long. Had he simply stepped up and taken action, could have put an end to the stream of letters, each of which gave rise to further misunderstanding. He needed merely ask the white-haired girl, in person, to whom the letters were addressed, whether that they described were true. The twisted threads of his confusion would have been unraveled. But he made no such effort, relying instead on Maria to serve as his intermediary. I feel as though I have now, at long last, come to understand just what kind of man Jacopo was. While he had a great deal of pride in his capabilities, he had far less confidence in himself as a person. If he had faith in himself, perhaps he could have put faith in his wife as well. Had his pride not been so twisted, perhaps he would not have been so afraid of being hurt. Indeed, he was afraid. Afraid of being rejected by her. Afraid to face a reality where his beloved partner scorned him. Where the woman he loved laughed at him disdainfully. Where she and countless others mocked him. The thought of it paralyzed him. The environment in which he had been raised played a significant part in his state of mind, I expect. Occasionally, the name on the letter would change. Maria was making the white-haired girl out to be having affairs with multiple other men. She could never do any such thing, of course. But Jacopo, thinking Maria to be his only one ally, believed everything she said. So, that's very interesting word choice. So, this is continuing off the, white-haired girl is being painted as this perfect figure. Normally you'd say she would never. But the maid said she could never. Which, I think that word choice is very significant. It could be a translation thing. But that implies that, it's physically impossible for her because, white-haired girl is too perfect to do anything wrong. I still love white-haired girl, but I can't ignore this. That one word is the clue to solving this mystery. No. What if I just picked up on something huge? Jacopo, thinking Maria to be his only ally, believed everything she said. If I can figure out who this man is and where he resides, I can make him tell me every last detail about his relations with my wife. But what if that information went public as a result? News of her infidelity spread. Would it reach the Casca? The fate of the Berzatis is in your hands, son. There's a limit to what we can accomplish on this tiny island. If we don't turn our attention outwards, we'll wither away and die. Not just with this family. This whole land will find itself famished and emaciated. Defenseless against invasion as we waste away. I won't stand by and watch my homeland crumble. Sure, our methods may be crude and not always worthy of praise, but they produce undeniable results. The unfortunate thing is, the previous Capo Famiglia was an incredibly reticent? How do you say that one? Reticent. Reticent, okay. Jacopo only had to merely preserve his small chunk of the world. But I'm not like that, and neither are you. The most I can do is lay the foundation, to make it easier for you to work, because everything rests on your shoulders. Both the future of the Bersati family and the future of this country. It all falls on you. The marriage is happening too quickly. Big madness not to hurry, given the circumstances. You should be well aware of that. We need the Bersati name claiming the social ladder in short order, or we're gonna have everything ripped out from under us. If the woman isn't to your liking, you find another one that is. She's only gonna be your wife in name. But listen to me, son. You must not allow her to fool around. What are the most vital things to have in our society? Money, power? Yes, those are important. What matters most is respect. No one's gonna follow a capo famiglia that can't respect. They'll try to undermine your authority. Once someone deems you weaker than them, courtesy goes out the window. That's a judgment that's near impossible to overturn. Betrayal spreads like a fire through a forest. Once that flame's lit, the both of them come crashing down. You must not let anyone look down on you. You must not let anyone think you're the kind of man a woman can walk all over. If by any chance your fiancé is ever unfaithful to you, kill her before anyone finds out. No. Jacopo's father, why are you like this? Why can't you be good? Your place is above others. Climb to the top. Never be content with someone above you. Never forget the weight you carry on your shoulders. This is your responsibility. The fate of the Bersatis is in your hands. The fate of the land rests upon your shoulders. Kill anyone who stands in your way. Aim for the top. Obtain the wealth. Seize the country. Poverty, your responsibility. I can't read all this. Must keep intercepting your letters. Must keep her locked up. Still have work to do. Cannot allow anyone to learn about how she's disgraced me. Kill her. It's how my own man says to handle it. It's the last resort. It's not yet. Dang it! It's down here wrong. I mean, even be having these feelings for someone. Freak! Master, your carriage is waiting outside. How are you coming along? Coming along? Oh, that's right. I had an inspection scheduled today. I'll be right out. Have him wait. Something the matter, Master? You look a little hazy. I'm fine. If you're not feeling well, you should stay. I said I'm fine. It's not your job to try and infer my condition. Yes, sir. Dang it, keep it under wraps. Act like normal. You don't just do that much. Dingo. Take care on your trip, Master. Yeah. Question mark? It's not the usual coachman. I also feel like I've seen him somewhere. Your fault. What? That we... Hey, speak up. Die! Jacopo Bersati! Oh. Oh. Master? There's a knife in your stomach. Oh God, someone, anyone. Silence. Don't make a scene. Call a doctor. Yes, sir. Now I remember where I've seen him before. That's right. Put his factory out of business. I needed it out of the picture to expand my own business. Guess he held a grudge about that. Should have been more careful. Blood flows with surprising abundance from a stab wound. It's not stopping either. Son of a bad guy. The world is going... Well, it's actually black. The world is going white. Come on now. You have to be kidding. Then he's gonna wake up in the hospital and the white-haired girl will be there at his bedside, right? With a music box playing. I know very well what kind of man you are. You wouldn't hesitate to lead a blind man off a cliff, even further to your own goals. You make money off others' lives. You stand upon a mountain of corpses, cackling at everyone below you. For a man like you, love comes as naturally as flying. Guess what? You don't have any emotions. You never have. You've always been this way. Now the season name is Jacopo Bersati. I think I'll call it there. I think the next one's the finale. Probably. Maybe. I mean, it seems like it's heading that direction. I wonder if Maria planned this murder. She couldn't have, right? Like, I mean, right? Right? Anyway, I'll be back next time. I'm starting to kind of like Jacopo. Well, I'm always the guy that tends to end up liking the characters that are bad people. You know, don't like them from the perspective, you know, I don't want to hang out with them, but, you know, I like, I don't know the right way to phrase it. People who are bad people who aren't unrealistically bad, I guess. I guess that's probably the best way to say it. Like, shockingly to think, like, well, this one's not true anymore. Like, I liked Shinji in Fate Stay Night a little bit. I was like, he's not that bad. Until Heaven's Feel, I'm like, okay, I guess he is that bad. But then Hollow Ataraxia was like, oh yeah, Shinju's super old. I'm like, oh yeah, Shinju's pretty cool. You know, just forget about, you know, the whole Heaven's Feel thing. Anyway, I'll be back for, I already saved, right? Yeah. Probably the finale, I think, of Door 3. When, I don't know how this is gonna go. Jacopo's going to die, right? Like, stabbed to the stomach. That's pretty bad. I'd say so, at least. I mean, we don't know exactly where it hit, but I mean, if your stomach gets stabbed in the 1800s, you're probably gonna die. But I mean, maybe he has plot armor. I don't know. See you guys then. Bye.